Gianluigi Donnarumma standing tall for Champions League final-bound PSG. The form of goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma has been just as important in taking the French giants to the brink of the final. Ousmane Dembele and his fellow attacking players may have stolen most of the limelight on Paris Saint-Germain's run in this season's Champions League, but the form of goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma has been just as important in taking the French giants to the brink of the final. PSG host Arsenal at the Parc des Princes on Wednesday in the second leg of their semi-final and come into the match with a 1-0 lead following last week's clash in London. Dembele scored the only goal at the Emirates Stadium, his 33rd of the season in all competitions, further underlining his status as the leader of the Paris attack in the wake of Kylian Mbappe's departure. But Donnarumma played a key part too, with 5 saves, including 2 of the highest class to deny Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard. The Italian was also posted missing when Arsenal scored early in the second half, coming off his line at a free kick and getting nowhere near the ball, only to be rescued by an offside decision. But Donnarumma's shot-stopping allowed Luis Enrique's side to thwart the Gunners and followed decisive contributions against Liverpool and Aston Villa in each of the 2 previous rounds. "To be champions you need a great goalkeeper," said PSG captain Marquinhos after Donnarumma's array of saves prevented them from caving in completely to a Villa fightback in the second leg of their quarter-final. PSG won the first leg 3-1 at home and were 2 goals ahead at halftime in the return, only for Villa to score 3 times and threaten to level the tie. Donnarumma came to the rescue with superb interventions to keep out a Marcus Rashford shot and a Yuri Tielemans header in particular. "We are aware of the goalkeeper we have, he's one of the best. Lots of people have doubts about him, but not us," said Achraf Hakimi after that game. "We know he is one of the best goalkeepers in the world. We are pleased to have him at PSG and we hope he stays for as long as possible." The Italian had already been the hero in the penalty shootout win away to Liverpool in the last 16, saving from Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones. New contract? There is a sense in Paris of the 26-year-old, who stands 1.96 m tall, finally imposing himself at the club he joined in 2021. Donnarumma had just starred for Italy in their European Championship triumph, performing heroics as they beat England at Wembley to win the trophy. But he was forced to share the gloves with Keylor Navas in his first season, in which he was notably guilty of a costly error in a Champions League collapse against Real Madrid. Donnarumma did go on to establish himself as PSG's first-choice goalkeeper, but he has not always convinced. There has been plenty of speculation that the club might look to replace the goalkeeper whose contract expires at the end of next season. PSG have even been linked with Lille's Lucas Chevalier, an outstanding prospect at the age of just 23 who has already broken into the full France squad. Donnarumma's quality as a shot-stopper has never really been called into question, but his ability to play out with the ball at his feet has. That is an issue given the way coach Luis Enrique likes his team to play, and the Spaniard notably dropped Donnarumma for a game at Bayern Munich in November. Matvei Safonov, the Russian signed ahead of this season, took his place. "I felt Safonov was better placed to deal with Bayern's pressing," insisted Luis Enrique. Safonov was at fault for the goal which gave Bayern a 1-0 win, and Donnarumma was promptly restored to the team. The former AC Milan goalkeeper, who recently played his 150th game for PSG, now hopes to stay at the club beyond 2026. "I am keen to stay and extend my contract because this is my home," he said earlier this year. Before thinking about the long-term future, however, Donnarumma and PSG have a Champions League final to aim for.